Saw something that it thrilled my heart to see, because the President of the United States, after he addressed the nation and the world from the Rose Garden regarding all of the unrest that's taking place, he turned around and he walked through the White House, walked out the front door of the White House, walked through Lafayette Square, which is just at the north side there, and walked over to St. John's Church,
yes,
which is a historical place. It had just been vandalized the night before, fire set in the basement.
right.
They cleared out the protesters, and all of that's good and fine, but as Reuters called it, a photo op, but the picture that came out of that, I think, holds tremendous meaning, because, and you probably have seen it, it was a picture of the president standing in front of that church. He was holding up the Bible.
Yeah, right.
And right there, I know there's a lot of opinions on the president, but that man demonstrated to the United States and to the world what the answer is for all of this.
That's it.
He stood there in front of the church holding up
But
the Word of
instead,
God.
he's being reviled.
Well, I would expect that, because he did something that stands right in the face of what so many, but he put forth a powerful message that we don't need to ignore. The strength of this nation is still in God we trust.
Blessed is the man who has a broken and contrite spirit and trembles at my word. And I thank God the president did that. I thank God that he did.
Yes.
And he was stating that the answer to our problem is the Word of God.
That's right.
Brother Swaggart, I'm concerned about the lack of spiritual discernment to see the reprieve that you mentioned, that by President Trump becoming president of the United States, the reprieve is the fact that he is standing between anarchy, one world government, and the powers of darkness for freedom. And most of the church world do not see that. That concerns me, how the lack of spiritual perception has invaded the church, and they can't even see what is right before their eyes. It's amazing to me how much of the church comes against the president, this current president of the United States. It baffles me for that.
Well, God gave us a reprieve back 3.5 years ago. And I hope that we don't, through lethargy,
That's right.
just let it slip through our fingers.
That's what I'm concerned
And because, let me tell you, if the opposing power would be elected, what you've seen the last week would be common
That's right.
across this nation.
That's exactly right.
It would be common, almost on a daily basis, to where the nation would be totally destroyed. Because that's what they want. They want to destroy this country. And
Jesus said, we must work while it is day, for the night cometh when no man can work.
that's it. We'll be right